Acquire is, quite simply, one of the best games of all time. With Renegade Studios publishing a new edition, I thought it would be best to put together a quick guide to teach you how to play it in about 10 minutes. This is Legendary Tactics. Acquire is a game about investing, specifically by buying shares in hotel chains, but don't worry, it's much less complicated and much more interesting than it initially seems. First, let's take a look at the components. The game board is a simple 9x12 grid with each space having an identification code matching the row and column of its location. There are 108 building tiles, one for each of these board locations. Each of these represents a hotel. There are 7 headquarters buildings, complete with decorative banners which match up to the 7 hotel chains in the game. To show ownership in these hotels, there are 175 stock cards, 25 for each of the 7 hotel chains. And we also have some player aids, stockholder info cards, and a bunch of money. To set up, place the game board on the table and all the building tiles next to it, face down. One player will be the banker and will pass out the money and stock certificates, which are all sorted and placed beside the game board. Each player starts the game with $6,000 each, which is usually denominated with 4 $1,000 bills, 3 $500 bills, and 5 $100 bills. There are 2 modes in this edition, Classic and Tycoon mode. I'll explain the Classic mode for now, and I'll spend a minute or two on the Tycoon mode at the end. Players first need to decide whether each individual's money and stock holdings should be public or private information. The game is best with the money and stocks kept secret, but for newer players it might be best to treat it as open information. Each player draws one of the face-down building tiles and puts it on the game board in its matching space. The player who is closest to 1A in numerical order goes first. If 2 tiles are next to each other, don't start a hotel chain there just yet. It will be a great opportunity for a player later on. Each player draws 6 building tiles, standing them up in front of them so that the other players can't see them. On a turn, each player performs these 3 actions. Place a building tile on its matching space, buy up to 3 stocks in any active onboard hotel chains, and draw a new building tile from the face-down pool. When placing a building tile, one of 4 things can happen. First, if you place a building tile on a space with no other building tiles adjacent to it, that's it, nothing else happens. Second, if you place a building tile next to any building tiles that aren't already part of a hotel chain, a new hotel chain is formed. That player chooses a headquarters building matching the chain they wish to form from the tray and places it on any of the newly connected building tiles. That player then gets 1 free stock card for founding that hotel chain. If there are no headquarters buildings available, the player may not place any tile that would otherwise form a new hotel chain. Third, a tile can be placed to simply make an existing hotel chain larger than it already is. Nothing else happens immediately in this case, although the value of the chain's stock may increase as a result. Fourth, and most importantly, the player can place a tile that merges 2 or more hotel chains together. In this case, smaller hotel chains become part of the larger hotel chain. Chains cannot merge diagonally, only orthogonally, which is the fancy word meaning up and down and side to side. The only exception to this is when a hotel chain has 11 or more tiles in it. It is considered to be safe, which means it cannot become part of a larger hotel chain, and tiles connecting the 2 cannot be played. Smaller chains can, of course, still merge into a safe chain. When 2 hotel chains merge, count the building tiles in each of them without counting the tile that caused the merger. To keep things straight, you can flip that tile face down for a moment or 2 while you tabulate things. The headquarters building is removed from the smaller hotel chain and returned to the game tray, as the smaller hotel chain has now been acquired. Its building tiles are now to become part of the larger chain. If the chains are both the same size, the player who started the merger decides which chain survives and which one is acquired. Stockholder bonuses are awarded to players who own the most and the second most number of shares in the chain that was merged. Remember not to add the building tile that was just placed to the total size of either hotel chain. To determine the bonuses, players reveal the exact number of stocks they own in the hotel chain that was acquired. The players with the most and the second most stocks are the primary and secondary stockholders respectively, and bonuses are paid to them based on the name of the chain being acquired and the size of that chain. This is all found on the stockholder info card here. Players with no stocks in a hotel chain do not get a bonus. If there is only one stockholder, that player receives both the primary and secondary bonuses, or, in the case of a tie, where two players both have the most amount of stock in a hotel that has been acquired, the bonuses are split between the players. Simply add the primary and secondary bonuses together and divide by 2, rounding up to the nearest $100. The secondary stockholder, in that case, doesn't get any money. If there is a tie for the secondary bonus, simply divide the secondary bonus by the number of players who tied and split it evenly between them, rounding up to the nearest $100. Players who own stock in the larger chain don't receive any immediate reward, although the value of those shares will likely increase as the hotel chain is bigger now. After paying out the bonuses, starting with the player that initiated the merger and going clockwise, players with stock in the hotel chain that was acquired must choose one of 3 options. Players may keep the shares they hold in the hope that the acquired chain will be founded again at a later point in the game, thereby giving them an ownership head start. Or they may sell shares to the bank for the price indicated on the stockholder info card, where the hotel chain's name and size determines the selling price. Or they can trade in their shares. For every 2 shares they own of the chain that was acquired, they can get 1 share of the surviving chain. When 3 or more hotel chains are merged, the largest one survives and all the smaller ones are acquired, with the initiator of the merger breaking any ties. The smaller hotel chains are resolved one at a time from the largest to the smallest, where stock in each chain is kept, sold, or traded, and the player that initiated the merger goes first in every single instance. After a tile has been placed and any mergers resolved, a player may buy up to 3 shares in any hotel chain that is active, meaning on the board, paying the appropriate sum to the bank. These 3 stock certificates can be from a single chain or multiple chains in any combination, as long as the player can afford them. The stockholder info card will dictate the price of the stock, which, as always, depends on the hotel name and the size of the chain. To do this, cross-reference the name of the hotel and the number of tiles currently in the chain to find the buy and sell price for each stock in the chain. At any time, players may ask how many shares remain available in each chain. And at the time of purchase, players must announce the shares they are buying and the costs involved to make sure that there are no mistakes. Be careful, as it is entirely possible to run out of money. If you do run out of money, you can still place and draw building tiles each turn, but you cannot purchase stock. You'll have to wait until you receive a shareholder bonus or sell stocks in a hotel chain that has been acquired. You can't sell stocks at any other time, and there are no loans in the game of Acquire. Finally, before the end of a player's turn, they draw a random building tile from the face-down pile. Sometimes players may have some tiles in their hand that are unplayable. For example, an unplayable tile is one that merges 2 or more safe hotel chains, which is not possible. On their turn, players can set aside any unplayable building tiles face up so that they are out of play and draw that many building tiles from the face-down pile. However, if you draw any other unplayable tiles, you must wait until your next turn to discard them. If all 7 headquarters are on the board, a tile that would create an 8th chain simply cannot be played until one of the other headquarters buildings are made available through a merger. And in the instance when there is no available stock for a new chain that is formed, because people all held on to their shares after a merger, the founder gets a cash payment equal to the value of that stock at the time of founding. The game ends when a player announces that all active hotel chains are safe or one hotel chain is made up of 41 or more building tiles. To keep it interesting, a player does not need to announce that the game is over if it is to their advantage to keep playing, perhaps to add to a hotel chain that they own stock in. After a player makes the announcement though, that player finishes their turn as normal and the game ends. At game end, pay out any primary and secondary stockholder bonuses for all active hotel chains, according to the stockholder info card, just as you would pay out bonuses after a merger. And players all sell their stocks back to the bank at the price determined by the hotel chain's name and size, as noted on the stockholder info card. Stocks for hotel chains not on the board are worth 0. Each player adds up their money, and the player with the most money wins. If there's a tie, the win is shared. Lastly, this edition has a Tycoon mode, which simply adds a 3rd tier for stockholder bonuses, the tertiary bonus. This is awarded to the player who ranks 3rd in ownership of a stock in a merging hotel chain. It is quite simple to implement with the exception of calculating stockholder bonuses in the case of a tie. For example, if 2 players tie for the primary ownership of a stock, the secondary owner receives the tertiary bonus and the 3rd place owner receives nothing. A tie for secondary ownership splits the secondary and tertiary bonus, leaving no money for the player in third place, and if there is a tie for third, the tertiary bonus is split between those players. And that is how you play Acquire, a classic game from the mind of Sid Saxon. We hope this video helps you to get the game to the table, and if it does, please leave a like and subscribe down below. This is Legendary Tactics.